Artilife Self Watering Pot Review. G'day, folks. It's Greg here from Small Space Produce, and as promised, as we turn our small spaces into produce making machines, we're going to share that journey with you and certainly share the products that we've chosen to convert our little spaces to grow lots of delicious fodder. And look, a lot of the time it's very specific what we're after. And in this case, we've got a little balcony down the bottom of the house, and that's basically got some wooden poles. And wooden poles are boring unless you grow something on them, and that's what we hope for. So we look for some wall hanging pots, and we also have a couple of spots inside. So we wanted to give these a try. We didn't want something too heavy because obviously the soil will be heavy enough. So we went for as light as we could possibly find. We wanted self-watering as well, but we also wanted the option of being able to take it on and off as we needed to, either to change its position. That mobility can be really, really handy in certain weather conditions, or if we need to empty the pot, clean the pot, whatever it might be. So we looked at a few different things, and this is the one that we landed on. So these come in a pack of 7, which is pretty handy. We're going to use 6 today, so this is the unlucky spare one. The rest down there we've got planted, ready to go, and it is quite late at night, so I'm still going to get them drilled up tonight, give them a bit of water, and then we'll show you what they look like first thing tomorrow morning. So stick with us, and you'll see them in action. So just a quick review of what they look like. What I was interested in trying here is these ones have got the holes in the bottom, but also the side. And as always, we like to be really ambitious, and we do often grow things that you would never normally recommend to grow in a pot this small. It's about 7 inches across the top, but this is where we feel the self-watering option really does allow you to grow something just a little bit bigger. But also, I think it just looks amazing when you have something quite big in a small pot. Might take a little bit more management, might have a slightly shorter life expectancy, but it just looks absolutely amazing, and you can still get great produce. And look, with some species of plant, you may trim a little bit to sort of shape it to fit the pot, but we will get ambitious with these, as you see later. With the plants that we've chosen to plant, so nice and simple. The pot comes out. It's got the wicking ropes down the bottom, nice and easy. But this hole was really important for us, and as you can see, with this hole here, it's got a fat bit down the bottom, a thin bit up the top, so we can basically choose the right screw, which is quite important, of course, so we can slide it on, pop it down, it'll sit nice and flat up against the pole, but it's also really nice and easy to take off if we need to. So if it needs a bit of a clean, or, in this case, there are no sort of drainage holes if the reservoir fills with too much water, because obviously these are a great indoor pot as well, and you don't want a drainage hole that drains all over the floor or whatever it's hanging on. So, the beauty of this is if we need to empty it, we can just slide that off and manually do so, and that will tick everything that we need. Most definitely, and with that spare one, we will grow something inside as well. So really nice, simple design, which is all we're after. We didn't want anything flash, didn't want anything heavy, and a nice big pack of 7 that matches when it's 6 that we need. So look, all in all, great little reservoir size as well, and being 7 inches across, I think we can be ambitious with these. So look, without further ado, I'll head down and start screwing things into the wall, and when we've got some light tomorrow, I'll get a quick video of what that looks like and show you what the plan is. So, you don't need a lot of space. As mentioned so often, if you have a wooden pole, get yourself some of these. You can grow some fresh produce and a variety of different things. We'll try some that maybe aren't your traditional ones over the next 24 hours. And look, in the meantime, while we go to get those ones up, we'd love you to give us a little subscribe there, of course. It's that constant campaign. Subscribe and see when we've got more content. And of course, if these particular pots do tickle your fancy, we'll put a link in the description as well as the comments, not only to our website, where you can subscribe to get articles from us and any little deals that we may have, but also you'll see a link to directly buy these pots if they tickle your fancy. So I'll go get my drill and pretend I know what I am doing, and look forward to showing you what that looks like in just a moment. All right, how did we go with our Artilife self-watering pots? Well, have a look at this pole. Dull, boring, non-productive. Now let's have a look at this pole. Beautiful. So folks, what you can see, just a few pots there, and it's absolutely transformed what that pole looks like, and it's quite hard to sort of see in the video, but it really changes the entire pole. It looks really, really fantastic. So I'm really happy with these pots. As we said, we're going to get a little bit ambitious with what we plant. We want this to look quite ornamental as well, so we've gone for a little mini chili down the bottom there, capsicum on this side as well, a little cabbage in the middle because they won't get too tall, little mini cabbage. We've got some lettuce on this side where it's a bit more shady, so that'll keep it nice and safe. And then going up we have some tomatoes, because the hope is that they grow up and sort of flourish up into this space. So it is very, very ambitious growing some of these things in smaller pots, but they are self-watering, and as you know, we love our self-watering pots here. Now I should have mentioned as well that when you purchase these, they do come with these little hooks, so if you're more interested in just hooking them on to somewhere, that's certainly an option. But look, for us, the fact you can just pop a screw in and take it on and off and move it, we could even have a few extra screws in there so we can separate them as they get bigger if we want to. Really, really versatile, and even though it doesn't have I guess a hole to fill the reservoir, if we have a close look you can see there's a very, very clear gap at the back there, so it's really nice and easy just to fill with water if you want to. And as you can see by the screw, you can just lift that off as you need to. So all in all, really happy with these, and we've got another 6 poles here, and I think we need to get more of these, get cracking and have a complete and utter pole garden. So that is a way to use small spaces. All you need is a pole and you can get cracking. So hopefully you like these little pots, and they might fill a little void for you. Thanks so much for joining us. This is Greg from Small Space Produce, and this has been an Artilife Self Watering Pot review.